This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so I'll ask you one question, and that is like, let's say if you want to copy a file, uh, so would you prefer running the command or writing a shell script and then running the shell script? What do you prefer?
If it's file copy.
Copy, correct now? So that is something which we are doing same thing. In Ansible, if you want to perform one task, okay, then why to write a shell scripting matlab playbook here? Why to write? If it is a one task in one machine, that's okay. One task you want to do in one remote machine, that's okay. And one task you want to do in the multiple remote machine using inventory, that's okay. And that we will do using ad hoc command. So for that, we will not write playbook. Okay. So today I will teach you how to write a ad hoc command with all these 4 scenarios which is mentioned. Make sense? Okay. So now let's get started. So first thing is first run this one task in one machine. So for that, now do you remember what is a module? What is the meaning of module? All of you?
One piece of software which extends functionality.
No. That was a plugin. That was a plugin.
Plugin, right?
Yeah, that's a plugin. So here, see here. Okay, so code written in Python or any other languages, which you locate in ACS but runs in ARS. Correct now?
Right.
Yeah, that's called module. So here, what do you want? So here we want copy, or what do you want? Let's say I'll have one project. Project is very simple project, and the project is set up a server. This is a this is the project. Now setting a server, then you should do, you should convert into pseudocode. How do we convert? So first install a package which is called web server, HTTPD. After the copy a file index.html into var www html. So install a package which is HTTPD, copy a file, here this into this, starter services. So these are the 3 things which I'm going to do through the ad hoc code. Okay. So how do we install a package? So answer is module, correct? How do we copy? Module. How do you start a services? Module. So I will go, I don't know actually. So I'll go and search Ansible module for what? For package installation. Especially I am looking for CentOS, okay? So package installation. Enter, and you see the results has come. So results has come, and this is the module, package module. Okay. So I got to know this is the package module. We'll do the things. For this, I find out for copy, right? Copy module. Here, copy module. For like this, you will find service module also. So module you found out. So why I'm asking you to find it from the Google? Because if you do not find it from the Google, then you have to search for it and which will consume a little bit more time. See here. This whole documentations. This is a built-in modules. Collection index. See, hell lot of it here. Okay. So, Ansible module here. See, 4,000 modules which we have. Okay, hundreds and hundreds of plugins which we have. So you have to look for this like this. So remember that. Don't try to remember the modules. Understand the context. So you have a project. You have a pseudocode. For each line of pseudocode, find a module, and that is how you do that. Now, how can we do that? So your initial learnings, let's say package module. Okay. So, or let's say copy module. This is the module, and you read this one. Okay, and then this is important. Okay, each module will have a parameters, and here you have a description. You have to read it. Go scroll down, and oh, they have changed actually. So documentation is changed. That is not good. I don't like it. So this is little older. Okay, so here look for this table. Okay, new documentation, anyways you saw that, but I'm explaining you the old documents. Why? Easy to understand. So this copy module will have a multiple parameters like attributes, backup, checksum, and so on. See here. And each attributes, each parameters will have a type like a string, boolean, path, raw. So these are the types. And each parameter will have a certain default value. See, there's the empty, but for backup, no. Yes, no is a default value. Okay, C is in green. So, and some of the attributes, some of the parameters will be required. See, required. Okay. So this table is very much important for you. And right side, you have all the reasonings, right reasons. Now, latest documentation, they have spoiled a little bit. Table, they removed it and they give you this one. Okay. Now here, if you see, what is the meaning of this? Any idea?
Versioning of it.
So this particular parameter is added, this functionality is added in the Ansible 2.3. This was added in Ansible 0.7. Are you getting what? This is 2.5. This is 1.1. So some of the option, if it's not working, see that whether you have a right version of Ansible or not. So here you need to understand all these things very carefully. I know that little bit of hard work. Don't try to remember. That's what I said. Create a project, create a pseudo code. Only study those modules which you need, because there are more than 4,000 modules are there. Make sense, guys? All of you?
Right.
So now I will go ahead and do some sort of ad hoc commands which we discussed. So how do we write ad hoc commands? So see here, ad hoc commands you write using Ansible. If you want to run playbook, Ansible -playbook. Got the difference? To utility?
Right.
So when you run ad hoc commands, use the Ansible. Playbook with playbook. So today, now I'll teach you ad hoc commands. So I don't know most of the option. So I'll clear the screen and I'll come here. and I will say Ansible -h. Okay, you will do this. Ansible -h. So here primarily you will have 4 sections: positional pattern, optional arguments, privilege escalation options, and connection options. See, connection options means from ACS, how would you connect to the ARS? So I'll put it in a simple way. Authentication you can set using connection options. Authentication means how can I log in? Authorization you can set through the privilege escalation options. That means what you are supposed to do, and along with the some positional optional parameters. Are you understanding?
Okay.
For example, let's understand. So here this is the ACS, this is the ARS, and this is you. From here, how to connect, mode of connections. So here that is a connection options. Okay, and if I logged in, how do you logged in this connection option? After login, what you are supposed to do, that is privilege escalation options. For example, I'll put it in this way. You want to log in from ACS to ARS. Now in both the scenario, I'm taking Linux. Okay, Linux. So how do you connect from Linux to Linux? Protocol is SSH. Correct now?
Mm-hmm.
Now here you can authenticate using username and password, or username and key. Correct now?
Mm-hmm.
So the question is, when you authenticate with username and password, how do I pass it? So let's look at this. So tell me, I want to provide the username. Which option I'll use?
Username.
Where is that?
Private key. Ask password.
Nope.
Below that, remote user.
Yeah. So Ansible -u username. Correct now? How do I password? Here an option, ask password -k. So this is called authentication. After authentication, I want to authorize. So from, let's say this is a one user, you use Ramu you use to authenticate. So here authentication done, he is login as a Ramu. But Ramu is allowed to do something here or not? So that's, he need escalation of authentication, correct? Authorization. So for that, tell me, how can I do that?
Become.
So simple, understand that. Let's understand the Linux first, okay? So here this is a combination for username and password. This is a combination for username and key, okay? But I want to escalate the authentications. So there is a one option, become. There is another option, become with another user and his password. Getting your points?
Mm-hmm.
For example, this is the root. Okay. Su Rajesh. It's not there. User add Rajesh. Su Rajesh. Sudo -s. See, Rajesh 1 2 3. It's not working. So here, become without password, you will have it sometime. And sudo with password, I'll put it in this way. Sudo without password. Sudo with password. Sometime you'll have a password. Sometime you'll have sudo with another user and his password. Okay. So this is the sudo scenario you will have it. Authorization escalations. Have you seen this?
No.
Which one you tried? Sudo without a password all the time?
Last one.
This one?
Last one I didn't see in this sense. Like I didn't quite get it.
You must have seen this one. How you do the sudo? This one?
Yeah, like log in as a sudo user and then
Sudo -s, right?
sudo so.
When you log into Linux as a normal user and you want to become a root user, then what you do?
Sudo so.
Sudo su. Yeah, that means and it will not prompt you password.
Right.
That means that first one.
Right.
Okay. But sometimes you will have a password. Your own password you have to give it.
Right.
Sometimes you have to have a sudo with another user and password. Means 10 one account 10 users, but only one account has been given for sudo user and password. Okay.
Okay.
So these are the situation you have in Linux. So what to do? How to handle this? So all options is been given here only. So clear the screen, exit this, Ansible. See here, all options. So if you want to become a sudo without a password, simply do -b. If you want to do with sudo with a password, so -b, anyways you have to use it, and with a password for that what? So capital K. Okay. Sometime you have to sudo with another user and his password. For that, understood or not?
Okay.
So this is a authentic authorization escalation. So in real time, you have to do like this. If it's only sudo with a password, that means this is for username, prompting the password, become without a password, means become a sudo without a password. This is your scenario probably. Are you understanding all combinations?
I'm good.
Yeah. So all these combinations as per the servers, you have to use it. Now one thing is clear, that is called connection options. You please understand this. So all this stuff you go through this. Here you have connections also, by the way. So for Linux is SSH, for Windows
Vinaram.
or WinRM. Yeah. So if it is a Windows machine, you have to say Ansible connection -c is equal to WinRM. Default is SSH Smart. Okay, this is the privilege options. Now let's get back to the point. So I want to run Ansible Adhoc command installing the package in the same machine. So what should I do? So I'll write Ansible. Okay, Ansible where? Localhost. I want to run in the localhost. So localhost. Here is a pattern. See, Okay, fine. I run the local host. Now the question is which module I want to run. So I decided copy module. Okay, package module. Okay, so package module, how do I specify package module on the command line? So here, any idea which optional arguments I need it?
No.
Just look for it. See here.
Module
Got
name.
it? Module
Hyphen.
name. So I got to know -m module name. Which module? Package.
Page.
Now package, I need to provide the arguments, right? Which arguments? Just now I showed you, right? Here. So many arguments are there. Probably this is a descriptive way, so you may not enjoy this reading. Go a little bit older. Okay. So see, these are the three options. One is required, means name. So package is done. I want to pass the arguments. How do I pass the arguments? So can you help me?
Hyphen. Hyphen.
Hyphen,
Hyphen.
hyphen what?
Oh.
Hyphen A, right? Modules argument. So I got to know, okay, hyphen A. Now here there is some module arguments you have to write in quote. Okay, what is the required? Name is required and state is required also. Wonderful. So name is equal to what package I want to install it. HTTPD. And what is the state? So state means every module will have a state. Please remember, every module will have a states. State means, for example, understand in simple way. For example, for example, files. So what you want to do with the files? What do you want to do with the files? You
Oh,
want to create files. You want to delete files. Correct now?
right.
So that's the state. For services, what you want to do services? You want to install, uninstall, enable service, disable service, right? So
Mm-hmm.
same way, packages, what can be done with the packages? Packages you
Uninstall.
install, uninstall, update, or something like that. So
Mm.
every module will have a states. Okay,
Right.
hard code your mind. So here, what is state? Is required. These are the states. Present means install, absent means remove, latest means latest update, upgrade, including. So this is the state. So with that, I decided state is equal to latest or present, anything. I am okay with it because only two was required, and I don't feel using this one because I know that it's not required. Like that. If you go to the latest documentation, this is the way. And now they are saying 6 actually. From see how they have jumped from 2.9 directly, they jump to the 6. Not sure why. I need to read actually. Okay, so no problem. So go to
So Ansible 6 is the latest version.
as per the documentation, even I find strange. From like directly move to the 2.9 to 6.
I
Why?
think they
I need,
I think they have problem with numbering. They don't understand the numbers.
yeah, I'll just check a little bit later and let you know because even I want to update myself. Okay, so this is done. So can we execute now? So let's check it out. So which HTTPD? No, and run it. Okay, so almost done. And this is this one more time I'll run. Okay. What is this functionality called? Last time it took, I think, 30 seconds or something. Next time it took only 5 seconds. What is this called?
Idempotency.
Idempotent. Yeah. Okay. So that is stuff. So now first time it was changed true. Next time change false. Any number of times you run, it's changed false. Okay. So which HTTPD? You got it? Okay. So this is how you write the ad hoc program. So what I will do, I will write a second pseudocode, which is copying the file. So I'll just go and where is my copy? So I'll read this whole document. Destination is required. So now I'll not show you how to do that, but you can do it yourself. Source, copy. What file you want to copy? So I want to create one file for this. So vi index.html and heading welcome to Ansible. Done. Save it. And sorry. So copy what? Copy module src what? I'm right now I'm not showing you that page, but you can look at for it. Var lib www var what that? Var www html. So this is the something which we have. Okay, so can we do this? Paste it. Done. Copying done. Last thing, what was that? Services. So copy and services. Service and name is equal to httpd, state is equal to started. Okay, so I know that's the reason I'm writing it. But if you don't know, because there are 4,000 modules, you don't know, then you should refer this documentation. I taught you how to refer it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And now this is done. And services got started. You validate and httpd. Wonderful. Can I sorry, hit to the new machines? 192 1.10. This spelling mistake. So here you see that I cannot access. So what is IP address for this? It's 10 only. So I think firewall is not enabled. So stop the firewall. So how do I do that? So I can do manually also, but let me try with this name firewall D. Firewall D. This is a spelling mistake, no, and state stopped. Let me run this through the Ansible. You have to disable also, by the way. Okay, I stopped it just for it will work today only. So for tomorrow, if you want to, if you can create exceptions also, 80 port, right? Disable, enable, disable, you can do together also, by the way. I'm doing separately just for your understanding. It says
Disabled.
reloaded, restarted, started, stop. Disable is not there. So must be some other modules for that. So just a second. Let me check. Ansible service disable. Stop, I did it, it was there, but disable was not there. So what do we do? So here, stop, I used it already. Enabled false. So this is the another here. Got it? Enabled false. So this time enabled false. Yes, correct. So you should look at the table. It'll help you. I just did it. So tomorrow also the issue is fixed. So like this, you will have to find out the module for every problems what you have for the pseudo code and locate their arguments and create a pseudo code like that. Are you understanding, all of you?
Right.
So now this is the first scenario which we completed. Do one task in one machine, which is local machine. But now I will do in the remote machines. Remote machines means some other machine. So how do I do that? So let me create one box. And should I use this one? Let's use this one. Datadog machines. Root Rajesh 123 and done. So what is IP address? IP address is for this machine 11. Okay guys, look at my screen. So now this I'm happy with it. Now I'll run it for 11. So the problem here is I don't know how to provide IP address. So I will ask Ansible only. Hey Ansible, give me options. How can I provide IP address inventory? So can you help me with that? I. So the question is, what is inventory? Many people get confused with the inventory, but today you will understand the all aspects of it. So inventory is nothing but a list of IP address. Just remember, I said list of IP address. IP address you understand, but it is a list format. So tell me, this is a list of IP address? Tell me. Think and tell me. Is it a list of IP address?
I mean, with one, of course, list, but with one entry.
Is it a list of IP address?
One entry of IP address.
Okay. Is it a list or not?
Uh, at this time now.
No. Is it a list?
Yes.
Wonderful. Is it a list?
Uh, yes.
Yes. Because this is the list. After comma, it'll make a list. Correct now?
So basically, the format is JSON.
No, 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 no. Format is not JSON. I said, I'm telling you, it is a list.
Okay, just list. Okay.
That's all. Just all remember. List of IP address. That's all. Now the question is, how do we put the list? So that's what I was saying. It is a list. You can put it in the command line. You can put it in command line list like this, or like this, like this. Or what you can do, you can keep it in a file also, this list. Okay, in the this is the ini format. So this inventory you can pass on the command line, you can pass in the file. The file format can be ini format, or it can be JSON format also. I think you commented same thing. Got it?
Mm-hmm. What is INI format?
ini format, this file which I am writing is ini format. For example, this is the file, any file, you just store it, and this is the ini format. New line is ini format. This file is ini format now. This is
Oh,
the ini format.
that's how
Wherever
you.
that you have a lines separated by new line, which is called ini format. In JSON, the separation happen with the curly braces, right?
Right.
So like that. So here, what I'm trying to tell you, this inventory can be a list of IP address in a format of command line in a file, or it can be script also. Yes, it can be any script. Sorry. So it can be any script, like a pure Python script, JavaScript, or C++, any script for the sake of Perl script, shell script. But output of that script should be in the list format. Okay. When Ansible will run the Python script, the output return value should be in a format of list of IP address. Make sense?
Okay.
So this is called dynamic inventory. This script called dynamic inventory means automatically through the script you can create it. So now I am going to do nothing, but I'm going to use the command line. Command line means this one. So here IP address is 192.168.1.11, and I you have to specify, just now we discussed I for inventory. Okay, and this is there. Now if it is a remote machine, so you have to give the permission. So right now I'm giving the permission which is not be required. Directly I have a username access, root user, so that's advantage. Root, so not be required, it will prompt me through the password. Are you understanding?
Okay.
So this is the option for me. It's a same different scenario. I have explained you all these options. So done. Now this is the done. Are you understanding so far, guys?
Okay. Yes.
Now you know what. So inventory you understood. I'm using CMD for time being. But you know what? Inventory group concept we have. Inventory group. So inventory basically, represent all the machines of your infrastructure theoretically. Right now I have two machines, but it represents all the machines of your infrastructure. You may have 300, 200, but you don't want to run these modules in all the machines. So then there's a group concept. That means you divide inventory into group. So for example, theoretically I am telling you, I'll show you the demo also. Very simple though, not difficult. Group 1, group 2, something like that. And here you'll have a 1 machines, and 2 machine, 3 machines, and 4 machine, 5 machines, 6 machines. So now, this is compulsory that to ad hoc programs or that Ansible Playbook also, you have to provide the group name actually. This is the compulsory. So how do I provide the group? So I'll tell you that there is one group of the inventory which is default. Default is default group. One is all, or then one is no group, I guess. I'm having very bad memory nowadays. So this is called default. So can we just go there, Ansible group default, and here I'll just go for default group. See here, ungroup actually, all and ungroup. So all means all machines of your just again all and ungroup. So that means, let's say this is your inventory, entire inventory, and there are two groups. All is means all machines, or ungrouped means the machine which is a part of the no group. That means this is your inventory file. If it is inventory file, so this machine is a part of no group, whereas this machine is a part of group 1, this machine is a part of group 2. Are you understanding? All and ungrouped. Hello?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah. So now what is the group? We have all group. So if you run this command, it will say some options are missing. Please provide that. Let me show you. See here. It says, hey, few arguments is missing. So let me give it Ansible all of inventory. This one, by the way, this is not in inventory. This has to be comma actually. I will still will show you the error for that. So here all. So now theoretically what I am saying, hey Ansible, run all machines of this inventory list. Which module? This module. With what access? This access. Make sense, all of you?
Okay.
So this is a different machine, remember that. So copy Rajesh 123. Did I provide the wrong IP? No, it's not wrong command. What is this? Can you read this error for me?
Using SSH password instead of key is not possible. Did we enter anywhere in the key format? No, right? We didn't give it key.
Let me try one more. Rajesh 123. So what is happening?
Is it asking for key?
When this is the Linux, okay, this is Linux, this is also Linux. When first time Linux connect to Linux, then they say, hey, are you sure you want to connect? Remember?
Okay.
So that option that is saying. So here saying, hey, only read this one. Because host key checking is enabled and SSH pass does not support this. That means in this version of Ansible, that key checking is enabled, and for that SSH pass does not. SSH pass does not support this. That means SSH pass is one utility. Okay. Homework for you. Just learn about SSH pass. Okay. Now, so what to do? Fingerprinting is not allowed. So this is the default behavior of Ansible, and I forgot how to change it. Do you remember?
No.
Nashir, you remember how to change the behavior of Ansible?
No.
Okay, go back to the basic.
Oh, config. Okay.
Anything you can change. So this time I'm not going to play with the Linux command to fix these issues, but rather than influencing the Ansible, hey Ansible, change this behavior. I'm not going to tolerate this one for time now. This is a good behavior but I'm not going to tolerate because I don't want to get into the SSL. So what do? vi etc Ansible Ansible.cfg. Remember I told you CFG here.
Right.
So I'm going to change this. Host key checking. I know the variable, so I'm hitting directly, but you have to get comfortable. So many options are there. So host key checking. So I am going to it enable. I am going to disable it. Okay. I just did it. Rerun the command. Rajesh 123, and possibly it's happening now until if there is some error. No, it's done. So now I disable that. To fix that one also there is a way. SSS pass, I gave you homework to do that, so you can do that. So now package installation is completed. Rajesh 123. You can skip the password. You can implement the key also. So that is one more automation you can do. And last one. Done. Can we check now? Here, done. So guys, did you see this one? So do one task in remote machine. Are you having any question?
I'll have more confidence if I do it myself. So no
Yeah.
questions.
Now, second last thing which I'm going to tell you, do one task in multiple remote machine using inventory file. So what to do? So this is like a headache, right? If one machine is okay, but if it is many machines, how can I do that? So what I will do, I'll create inventory file. So here inventory file, I'll keep it inventory file. I'm going to create inventory file. Okay. Remember I said inventory you can pass over the command line, which I showed you. You can put it in the file INF format or JSON format, and script also. So vi inventory, you can name it whatever you want, but I like the inventory only because I got a habit of it. So 2 machines I'm going to keep it. You can keep it any number of machines, that's up to you. Here, and save it. Now guys, this file you have 2 machines, and now I'm going to change this whole things to I for inventory. File name is in current path, so I'm giving it. Okay, got it? Changes, all of you,
Okay.
and run it. 2 machines, Rajesh 123.
So the output that the
Yeah, tell me.
the verbose output that comes during the installation, we won't be able to see that.
Yeah, you can see that. You can reduce and increase hyphen v is the verbose. See, got it? Hyphen
No.
v, increase that, and you will get it. Something like this. That's a verbose.
And how many V's do we have? Like,
I think 5 or 6. Info level is a default. Debug, error, verbose, all these things you have it. 5 we have it.
okay.
Okay, so now I showed you how do you automate inventory file. What is inventory? Now you understood. But here's last scenario. how do we run one task in multiple remote machine using the group in inventory? So how do you put the group? So this is the inventory file, and here I'm creating one group. The group, how do we create a group? Let me show you here. In the inventory, this is a group, web group, and this is the machines of the web group. This is the one more group you can create, DV group. You have one machines, web group, two machines. So how do you do that? So this is the this is the default. Put it to web. That's all. So now here we have web, inventory package www, and now you see that here I'm doing only one group, two machines. Okay, there's some problem. What is the problem? I need to understand. Could not supplied. Okay, my bad. See, I designed this one and forgot to update this one, inventory file. Web, Rajesh 1, 2, 3. And only two machines, which is a part of the group called web, you are executing against that, not all, as I used to do earlier. See here, 10 and 11. Understood?
Right.
So what we covered? So we covered what is ad hoc commands in Ansible. Then I told you how do you identify packages and their arguments. Then I told you authentication method in Ansible and authorization options in Ansible. Then I covered what is inventory and how do you use inventory on the command line and file INI format. And then we talked about the group and how do we use it, all group and custom group which we created in an inventory file. And then all this combinations we used it. The only thing I'm facing right now, the irritation is I have to run the 4 commands actually, which I don't like it actually. So can we solve this problem? Instead of 4 command, can we run only one command? And let's say instead of running the 50 modules separately, can we run one command which contains 50 modules? That is where that playbook is coming into the pictures. So this we'll discuss in the next session. Any questions anyone have?
No.
Okay. So next sessions, which we are going to have a playbook, how it is playbook, how to write a playbook, and many more questions. Okay.
These recordings, will you share those immediately, or
Yes. Will be shared with you guys. So
because
after this session, just wait for 30 minutes. I'll share the recording.
okay, it's just that I got a little distracted during the start of the session, so
No problem. All the recordings we have for up to the week, we'll share with you.
okay, sir.
Okay, guys. See you tomorrow. Bye.
Sure. Bye.
Bye.